Okay.
Y'all follow me? The light of the body is the eye. The eye of a hurricane is known as the center. And another word for center is the nucleus. Ain't that amazing? When you put all these words together, you know the word nucleus is another word for the center. The light of the body is the eye. You know, you got the word light is the word chroma, and the word soma is the word body, which gives you the chromosome. Here's the eye, the nucleus. And from, from the DNA, we get our heredity, traits, and everything. I can break down this word chromosome and show you from that point how everything links together, throughout the universe. When the scripture calls it lines that runs out, the lines, he calls it a network. And the network is a system, or you call the plexus, which is called the solar plexus.
It's kind of interesting you say that one of the world's largest manufacturers of the center portions of computer systems, the name of that company is Plexus.
Plexus. See, they use these words that play among each other, play among our mind, but we've never been taught to see things in that way. Are y'all following me? Is it making sense here? What about the young people?
Yep, makes sense to me.
Huh? Do y'all have questions? So, I'm going to ask you a question. So what did you get out about the Stargate?
That's pretty cool.
That is the beam of, that the light, well actually, just like the rainbow, well, sort of like that, you were getting into rainbow stuff, and then you started getting into the, Stargate stuff, and then, you said, it's a beam of light, then, like a solar light, and then you started talking about solars.
Well, you grasping something. You get, light, which is an electromagnetic field, has frequency. And frequency has a certain vibration rate. We all have different frequency. What turns you on and what turns you off. Yeshua understood that by the spoken word. I can say something to you that will piss you off. I can say something to you that'll make you cry. I can say something to you that'll make you joyous. I can say words that can heal you. The words that can heal you, those are the things that deal with the electromagnetic field. Because the spoken word has power. And you can say the command to a person that when it deals with the nervous system, that's why he said, behold, I stand at the door and knock. The word knock means transmit. You identify yourself. That's what they do in hypnosis. That's what they do in hypnosis. When you become tentative to what the person said, you're now under their control. And I'm gonna show one more thing about what the priest used to do. And that the scripture always used to, they say, with the hyssop. And what they did with the hyssop, they would have to dip the hyssop. And I want y'all to try the experiment because I had to go through this myself to see what was going on. They had to sprinkle it 7 times. If I'm correct. Y'all remember that? 7 times. Now, y'all can experiment this on yourself. And it's amazing. We do things and don't see the results. When you got a conductor in front of you and he's keeping the beat, guess what? Everybody follow that beat. Now, if I take my hand and 7 times, and do this, guess what? Your eyes will start up. Just like I do on your head. When he was doing with his hand, if you remember the chief priest first brought the elders forth and he sprinkled them. Then what they would do, they would sprinkle the people. They would divide up in groups. It's like a conductor. So when you take your hand and go like this and sprinkle, try it at home. I'm going to tell you this is what's going to occur. You know, the blood is going out. Your motion of the flicker of your hand will start a beat according to your heart rate. One. You know, when you do it 7 times. Guess what? Your eyes are like strobe lights. It captures, motion by what it sees. So if you take your hand and do this, and they sit there looking, 1. They look at it, 2. It's like 3. Our heartbeat becomes at 1.
I got a question for you. When we're done with this, I got a scriptural question.
Our heartbeats, that's what a conductor does when they're doing an orchestra. Okay, tick, 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 get everybody in unison. So with the sprinkling of the, ashes, the water purification, go home and pray. Y'all gonna see it. You gonna know as your heart goes. As your heart beats out, your hand goes, it's easy. It get in unison. And so when I do this with my hand, everybody's looking at it like 1. You start counting 2. And if I tell you I'm gonna do it 7 times, guess what y'all gonna start doing? Y'all gonna start counting 1, 2, and guess what? Also, your breathing gonna become in unison. 1, 2. That's why when they marched around Jericho, they were all in unison. Now, y'all like that, didn't you? And that's how what we gonna become. The things that I understand, I'm gonna share with you about the hidden secret of the spirit of man, which is the light of Yahweh. And I'm gonna continue to go over this because what we have to do at this appointed time is elevate our mindset to a higher learning. Our children's minds are moving much faster than us because Yahweh has deemed in this time period to be so because of all the, the contamination in the air. When your metabolism is moving at a certain rate, anything that comes in contact, it will just burn it like a furnace. When that furnace is nice and red and hot, you can throw anything, it'll burn it up. But when it first starts off, you can throw stuff in there and it never seems like it ever get burned. Their minds are moving much faster because what Yahweh is doing at this appointed time, He's speeding up everything. He's speeding up time. So we can get to the point where we want. And those who are slow, like in the wild kingdom, the slow ones, I'm telling you, the predator, boy, they get them, they eat them up, because he wants us to, advance, and some people they're dragging their feet. They don't want to learn. They get content, and Yahweh says, okay, now it's time for them to sleep. But with this right here, I hope you got this, the light of the body, because later on I'm going to show about this light, how everything is channeled through the nervous system. That's how Yahweh works through. That's the electrical connection. That's why when you see lightning looks just like the nervous system. Just like the nervous system. He uses that to regulate time here on the earth. When he wanted to change a certain area, what he would do, he allowed the clouds to come over and darken it. And then through lightning, he would change the timing in that area just like a strobe light. You can advance time, you can reverse time. That's how Yahweh does things. And if you don't believe me, when it's dark out one day, when it's outside lightning, watch the lightning. It's a flash. You start moving like a strobe light. Really?
You just use a flashlight, have somebody in the dark hold a flashlight in front of your face and just keep clicking it on and off.
Yeah, that's another thing.